Bulletproof. This time, baby, I'll be bulletproof. Don't ask why I wear a hoodie but pull the sleeves up. It's something I've been doing since I was a frickin' grad student.
It's clearly because all of that hair on your arms.
Yeah, you don't really need sleeves.
What? This hair? There's no hair on my arms.
Oh, that's right. It's all on your stomach.
Oh, yeah!
I shaved mine, so.
What? I shaved yesterday. Give me a break. It grows fast.
Alright, everybody say something so we can see how well he can hear.
Bones.
What?
Well, anything.
Could you hear me? Can you hear us all alright?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Okay.
Turn my music off now. Fuck, I just got a haircut and my hair's already in my face.
Your hair just left your face.
Well, it just grows fast, dude. I gotta cut like half an inch and it's already like freaking. It's been a week. It's already coming down my freaking head. It's like, super annoying.
It's not the world's fault that you're a Wookiee.
Yeah.
I am not a Wookiee.
You're a Wookiee.
I resemble that.
About drinks and stuff.
I'm out of coffee, but I'm not gonna make more because it takes work.
You got my other drink, so I don't.
Shut up, Chair. Why do you gotta ruin everything, Chair?
Yeah,
like
Chair.
Half of my editing is just editing you out.
You gotta edit the chair out.
The chair, random cut noises for coughing.
Hey.
You do it often.
My screams of absolute terror.
Oh no, I don't edit those out.
Oh, is that what's on the gag reel? Oh god, this anime is so bad! They have those guttural screams.
That has never happened.
Oh no, we're about to do that.
Oh god, what are we watching?
We're not watching anything. You're about to tell us about something terrible.
Oh god.
So let's actually start this.
Hello and welcome to the super happy fun Jabbertron tea party with Kiki, Bones, Grieve, and special guest Faith. Put the kettle on and get ready for some, not really all that exciting, but at least entertaining, podcast action.
Hi, Bones!
Hi, Kiki.
Hi, Bones!
Hi, Grieve.
Hi, Bones.
Where are we going? Faith? Right?
Yes, Faith.
Alright.
A lot of people on today's podcast.
I was working up until a few hours ago. I guess it was more than a few hours ago now, but you get the point.
So tell us about Terabad animes. Tell us a
Yeah.
story.
It's taken me 6 months, but I finally finished Simone? Endless Melody? Which is described as, in the theocracy of something something, everyone is born a female. At age 17, each citizen undergoes a special ceremony to decide what sex they will be. However, only priestesses who have yet to choose a sex can pilot the ancient Simone aircraft against neighboring countries that covet the technology. These young girls, the Simone priestesses, are granted special dispensation from their cultural obligation. Though their prayers are at odds with the battles they are ordered to fight, the cacophony of war tears at the ranks. They struggle to hang on to one thing transcending time and space that ties them together. The show is retarded. I was telling Kiki that basically gets to a point where they're not given a choice. They have to go to this thing and pick a sex, except that they don't get to pick a sex. Like, it's like subconscious. Because like the first girl that goes, she like really wants to be a woman, like wants to stay a woman. And when they get like, she gets through the thing and has that like transcendent moment where her sex is decided, and she's like, I'm gonna be a man, and just like breaks into, like goes into like a mental breakdown. And I'm like, wait, what? You don't get to choose? It's just, you're gonna be a man! I don't wanna be a man! Too bad! Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, and in a world where everyone is born a woman, homosexual relationships are really, really taboo.
What?
Wow. Yeah.
Like, because there's a whole thing where, like, two of the priestesses both decide to become men but are still in love. But that's completely unacceptable. Because, like, their feelings for each other don't change just because their sex does.
Yeah. Oh, that's crappy. There's also a really dumb war and dumb war mechanics going on.
It's like a show where, like, everybody's like a teenage girl that's, like, posturing, like, how bad their life is. Like, it's all dramatic, like, oh, woe is me, my feelings. Which would be fine, like, once in a while, but it's literally, like, 24 episodes of that. 30 minutes an episode. And I was just left, like, I was talking to Kiki, all tonight while I was finishing the last disc, and I'm just like, why? What? At the very end, they shoehorn in all the romantic shit, like who pairs up with who, and who has babies, and who breaks up, and who becomes a man, who becomes a woman. I'm just like, why? You went 24 fuck episodes without talking about this. At the very end, you're like, oh, we gotta pair everybody up. Can't have that not happen. I could think we're gonna get some hot girl on girl action. That never freaking happened at all. Despite it being an all female cast. Like, sexual tension for 24 episodes. They never have any sexual relations whatsoever. There's not even any romance. It's just basically like, oh, they were actually in love, and they were actually in love. And these people who are always fighting with each other, yeah, that was actually just them being in love. And I'm like, I spent 6 months watching this. What the hell is wrong with me?
You paid for it, that's why.
Yeah, that's really what it is. If you had watched it in Crunchyroll, I would have deleted it, like, immediately.
I only saw, like, I want to say 4 episodes of this anime. No. It is so boring. The war makes no sense. It doesn't really explain why these countries are at war other than war.
Well, basically, like, the country they're from has these super technology and all the other countries want it, and so they're trying to steal it. But eventually one of the countries, like, discovers, like, a whole other set of these things, these fighters, and then, like, they just basically just curb stomp everyone. And that's the show, literally. Like,
and then the stupid changing sex mechanic
that was just
kind of
dumb,
pointless.
period.
But I get that you need, a few males out there, or at least a few penises out there. Sperm carriers. Well, we're talking about sex here, not gender, but there could be intersexers who could produce sperm. But yeah, you need a bit of sperm running around and whatnot, but why this convoluted fucking system of apparently not actually being able to choose?
Like, they claim you can choose, but, like, everybody who, like, except for the very end when all of the, like, the people in the squadron are picking, like, it's pretty much just, like, randomized.
That, and then the homosexuality taboo. It's like, you're mostly women.
How are you not gonna have
Not
that?
only are you female, until this change, you all apparently identify at least similarly cisgendered, so you consider yourself female and women.
No, really, they all consider themselves female women.
So, why the taboo? That seems very
And, like,
unnecessary.
literally, like,
it feels like it's there just for, because they wanted more teenage
Shits
drama.
and giggles.
yeah.
Where they could have easily centered around the war of this one culture doesn't think it's a sin and everybody's warring with them. But no.
Well, and the best part is the other two countries have, like, normal, dimorphic sex systems. Like, you can be born a man or a woman. Like, physically.
So this is the bullshit of one society.
Yeah, like, the way their society is set up because of some weird, like, magical shit. Everyone's born a woman. Because, I shit you not, like, the other countries there, like, their military leadership are, like man. Like the men in this thing are just kind of, like, androgynous, but, like, the men in, like, the country that ends up winning the war are, like, like Highlander Scottish men. So, like, obviously, there is, like, this is unique to this country. Ow. I dropped my mouse. Don't want it to be dinging around down there. Come here, you.
Escape, mouse, run away.
But yeah, it's just a weird show, and none of it really makes sense. Like, I could understand if they tried to make it make sense, like there's some, like they give some reasoning why everybody's born a woman, but like, it's not universally that way. Like, the other countries are like normal, like real world examples of like, you know, there are some boys and some girls born to every family. And there's none of this like changing gender shit. Like, it's just, you know, like normal real world stuff.
And that was your crappy anime of the week.
Yeah, okay. And the ending was terrible. There was nothing resolved. Like, the war
tell
continued.
about the time travel.
Yeah, it turns out that the ultimate attack that they do is actually like a time travel thing that like sends the users back in time.
They've been setting up this fucking ultimate attack taboo thing. It's just fucking time travel. Wow. It's not even like the world ends or anything. No, it's we go back in time. So that we can change things, although we don't really much in the way of change things. It's dumb. What exactly did they change in the past?
Nothing.
So
I'm pretty sure that they die trying to go back.
Oh.
They go to the past and they crash land somewhere and die.
So it's not even that ultimate of attack, it's a fuck up. Sounds like.
Well, like the only like pair of women that actually manage to do it correctly and survive end up using it to go to an alternate dimension.
Wow. Okay. It should be noted that these powers and whatnot involve being like synced to another person, and that involves like quite a lot of physical contact.
Yeah, like the more physical contact that happens, like the stronger your attacks end up being.
Bad.
It's very like Greek military whatever.
Well, they were all up in homosexuality.
Yeah. I don't know how to explain like what the premise was, because like they don't really ever get anywhere. There's just a lot of like emotional posturing, and then shit happens. And some more emotional posturing about like, you know, the futility of war and you know, are they priestesses? Are they soldiers? What are they actually? Are they just tools of the government? It's like they're trying to be deep, but they never get there.
And it sounds kind of like Open Light all over again. So I'm watching.
Well, the Japanese love that topic of like, you know.
Yeah, but normally they get somewhere.
Yeah. Like, one of the better examples of that topic is like Full Metal Alchemist. Like, your dogs of the military.
Which good show. That was a very good show. I haven't seen the
Brotherhood?
Yeah, I haven't seen Brotherhood yet, but from what I can tell, also a good show. Totally cry. Lots of things that cry, but I agree, that's very cry-worthy. When the one guy dies, I mean... Which one?
May Hughes?
Are we talking about Hughes? The guy with the kid? Yes. Yeah. Let
me show you my daughter Gracia! Dude, I cried when May died.
Yes.
That was so out of left field. Like, I thought he'd live all the way to the end, and they kill him, like, halfway through. And you get, like, you're so invested in him, you get seriously pissed off when they kill him. You're like, what? May? But he didn't
Oh
do
my
anything.
god, I wanted to throw something at the screen. Actually, I think I did throw something at the screen.
I don't think we watched it together, so I don't know. I'm gonna assume you did. Sounds like something you would do.
Well, considering when I'm reading a book and the character I like dies, the book goes across the room.
Lord.
Or when something really jacked up happens. Look at these.
So maybe you shouldn't get it in your reader.
Yeah. No. I've always avoided hurting electronics.
Okay.
If you remember correctly, I have never had a crack in the screen of my phone. That was not pointed at you. Now it is. But
The internet doesn't know what you're doing.
I'm just going to point this out. I pointed at Faith because her screen got a big old crack in it. I've had one phone do this. I didn't throw it. I dropped it trying to get in house.
See, smart people get otter boxes so they don't have to worry about it.
They don't actually have an otter box for the phone I had at the time.
They like predates otter boxes.
Case that holds
Yeah,
my
it did.
cards.
Yeah. Cool.
I don't know what kind of health insurance I have yet, but I have the fucking card.
What's really better than not having it?
For like a month before I realized I had it because we got it in the mail. We never opened the envelope. So yes, I have mine too. Woo! Yay! I just gotta work on getting mine. And she actually made me go to a doctor.
Good girl.
The doctor did much of it.
Well, it's not a magic cure.
Well, no, she completely ignored the fact that I was having migraines. She passed them off as nothing. I was like, whatever.
Asked to see another doctor.
I could do that. Yes, you could.
Oh man, the horror stories I could tell about doctors telling me that something I had was nothing.
I think the worst horror story I have is I had a doctor the first time I went in. I can't remember what his name was, but it set something off in my head. And then I looked at his certificate for whatever the heck it is they hang on the wall showing that they can actually practice medicine.
Oh, his license?
His license. There we go. And it was given to him on April Fool's Day. That did not make me feel any better whatsoever.
So, the one that always comes to mind for me is that I've had kidney stones since I was 10 years old, right?
Yeah.
And my normal urologist was out of town, so I saw a different guy. A urologist. Like a guy that deals with urinary problems and kidney stones in general. And I basically tell him, like, I'm passing a kidney stone, can you write me a script for some Oxycontin? And he looks at me and goes, well, how do you know they're not just psychosomatic? Doc, look at my record. I have them every 6 months like clockwork.
Wow.
I'm not saying this for my health here. Well, run some tests to make sure they're actually kidney stones and not like acute kidney failure. So you're suggesting my flank pain is that my kidneys are failing? Yeah, it could be that. I'm like, oh, just shoot me.
Yeah.
So we do the CT scan. He's like, yeah, you got a kidney stone like, the size of a golf ball. No shit! I've got worse stories, but Kiki's heard them a million times. Should I tell him the walking pneumonia story?
Oh, yes.
Okay, so a couple years ago, I had horrendous chest pains. Now, I knew it was non-cardiac, but, I was dying. I was in so much pain. So I went to the doctor, right? And my doctor's on vacation that week, so I just see, like, a urgent care doctor. And she goes, I don't think it's anything serious. I think you just got to deal with it, and, so on and so forth. I'm like, Doc, I'm dying. Man, you can't just send me home. She's like, okay, I'll humor you. We'll take some x-rays and we'll prove it's nothing. So I go in and the radiologist is talking to me and she's like, okay, she's like, suck in, so I can get a shot of your chest. And I'm like, and I'm like, she takes a shot. She's like, is that as far as you can go? I'm like, Doc, I'm dying. She's like, okay. She's like, all right, I'm gonna take another one. He's like, okay. She's like, your x-rays are completely clouded over. I don't understand why. I can't get a clear picture of your chest. So she's like, one more time. We do it one more time. She goes, she gets a pretty good picture. She's like, I gotta go. I gotta go talk to the doctor. So I go back and talk to the doctor, and then they've taken some blood samples and whatnot because I had been very insistent that they not just write this off as nothing. And the doctor goes, well, it might be bacterial, so we'll put you on some antibiotics, just to humor you. And it sends me home, and I take them, and 4 or 5 hours I start to feel better. I'm like, okay, cool. Now, in the meantime, they run my blood tests and whatnot, and like Monday, Tuesday the next week, this is like a Friday night, like Monday, Tuesday next week, my doctor calls me up and he goes, I'm sorry, my doctor's nurse calls me up and goes, Mike, we got your test results back. She goes, you had a systematic bloodborne strep infection. Here's what had happened. My geology professor had walking pneumonia. He coughed on me. It went into my lungs. It passed through the lining of my lungs into the lining of my chest and proceeded to cause a massive systemic infection. The reason why I was in so much excruciating pain was it was infecting the lining of my heart. Had I waited like another couple hours, I would have been in the hospital for 10 days.
Wow.
Literally, I dodged it by this much.
Yeah.
The doctor was going to send me home with nothing until I was insistent that they not just write it off as nothing. Literally, they dodged malpractice by inches.
By inches.
Wow.
Literally.
And my doctor, who's like now retired, was like, in the 40 years I've practiced medicine, I've never seen this happen. I showed no signs of pneumonia. Like, I had streptococcus pneumonia, the pneumonia bug, and it never, I showed no signs of pneumonia. It went right through me, into my blood, into my lining of my chest, just like, no way to even know it was going to happen that way. Like, this normally happens, like, if you get pneumonia and have it for, like, a month untreated.
Yeah.
I had it for, like, a week and it did this. My blood was full of strep. Like, my blood sample was rife with strep. It was just crazy. So that's my story about, medical insanity.
I've only seen doctors in the emergency room lately, so
you wonder why I don't trust doctors.
Well, doctors are kind of like mechanics. You gotta find one you know is good. That takes forever.
He's telling the truth.
No, I mean, I've had to find a good doctor, a good mechanic, a good plumber. I mean, it's hard. There's a lot of people out there that'll just soak you for as much as you're worth. But there's, occasionally you'll run into people who have, their heart in the right place and they have, scruples and whatnot. And those are the people that, like, when they retire, you're like, oh my God, I have to do this all over again. Like, my doctor and my dentist are retiring this year, and I'm like, I have to go find a new dentist and a new doctor. And I'm just like, no, these people are good at what they do. And of course, they're always old. So it's not like you can have them for your whole life. There are people who are like in their 60s when you find them, and you're like, man, I'm going to have to find a new doctor in 5 years.
fidgeting.
Yes, I fidget. Fidget. What's wrong with fidgeting?
Well, you were kicking me earlier. That's why
I wasn't trying to kick you. I was tapping my foot and your leg was in the way.
Yeah, Kiki, get your leg out of the way. What's wrong with you?
Shut up, you.
You're just jealous because I can't tap my foot on you from all the way here.
That would be a feat.
Whoa! I smell defeat.
Wait, no, we're not doing this. My pun was unintentional. Move on.
No, Kiki, you have to toe the line.
I can just mute you,
You can, but then who will make all these wonderful feet puns? I really
Nobody,
nailed
that's
it.
the point. Fucking fuck.
Don't get all cuticle on me. What?
You're suddenly out of focus. There you
It's my sole joy in life. I can't help it. I'm the one that has to foot all these puns. Come on, Kiki, don't be a heel.
You quite done?
Yeah, I think I've had my fun.
Okay. We talked about
another one.
you shut your mouth.
Kiki should just be happy we didn't start on the fish pun. She'd really be sorry.
I would just close you out.
I will never forget as long as I live the Tumblr conversation with the fish pun.
Now I'm gonna have to find it so I can link it. I hate you.
What's the puns? I don't remember. I just remember we had like a dueling gifts thing going from the fish puns.
He would make a fish pun, and I would find a gif of essentially my disdain. And he would think of another fucking pun.
Oh, they're not hard. I'm really good at it. What? Don't be crabby.
So we talked about bad anime and shitty doctors. What should we move on to?
How about some more anime?
Have we finished anime? I mean, we watched Crystal. You're not caught up and you've never seen it. Episode. Yeah.
Well, I don't really get a choice, 5 a.m. my time, 3 a.m. Kiki's time. I get the phone call. Get up! It's Sailor Moon time!
Hey, the last 2 times we didn't actually watch when it premiered?
Well, because the last 2 times we were both out cold when it happened.
Yeah.
Because you've actually been on kind of a semi-normal sleep schedule, whereas, before you'd be up at that time.
Mm-hmm. Well, the beauty of the internet is we can watch it as soon as it premieres anyway, anytime we want.
It's really nice that they're not premiere locking it after the premiere.
That would be so dick. I would pirate the fuck out of it.
Because I really thought they were going to do that when it launched. Like, they were going to do they'll simulcast it, but after that it's locked for a week until all the premium members have had a chance to see it.
I hate it when they do shit like that.
Well, there's reasons behind it, but that just, makes people pirate. So I get why, if you don't have a premium account on Crunchyroll, certain things you can't watch at the premiere. You have to wait a couple weeks, but eventually you get to watch it, and that's fine. I'm more than willing to wait. I don't have to be right on the fucking ground floor.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
You love being on the ground floor.
That's only because I hate stairs. I mean, give me an elevator, I'll go to whatever fucking floor you want.
No, Kiki, don't use that as a crutch.
If I could beat you with my cane, I would. Anyway, but
so many puns I had to hold it.
You saw? Huh? What was the last episode of Crystal you saw?
Ooh.
It's been really good, by the way.
I think I've only seen 3.
You've only seen no. Yeah, maybe only 3. You saw up to Ray, I want to say.
That would be 3, isn't it?
Yeah. Which means you've missed Makoto's awesome interest in Unico.
Mako-chan!
Because obviously you know the story, so there's not really much in the way of spoilers going on here.
Yeah. You're just looking at the creative.
Well, the print and the different representation, because this one's closer to the manga, but it's slightly different. Just a little
Wasn't it updated so that it was closer to, our technology?
Well, yeah, Ami has a, fucking...
Tablet.
And I think we saw someone use a cell phone, and laptops, but they still use the fucking miscommunicators, which I hate. Because they have goddamn cell phones.
Yeah, you just put a special ringtone.
I'm sorry, I'm very passionate. I don't.
You were over here leaning away
at me. I'm going.
I mean, that's the best part is that they're still using the wristwatch communicators. It's that hasn't been a thing since the early 90s.
I mean,
yeah,
they didn't even use those in the 90s anime. I mean, they used the stupid calculator looking things, but we have cell phone now. Cell phones are fucking.
They could have come up with something like
Oh my god,
that's
Kiki.
like a Bluetooth, but it looks like an earring.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Yes.
Communicator watch is like a smartwatch.
Okay, that would have been better, because smartwatches are really in right now.
That's all they want to do, just have a smartwatch.
But no, it looks like cheap jewelry bracelets. And exactly the way it looks in the original.
Yeah, because it's merchandise they can sell.
Fuck open, and they have to run around yelling at their wrists. Where it could have been like this, and at least nobody would be looking at them funny.
Yeah, but it's merchandise they can sell. They replicated it.
I know. Still, I really liked what the live action version did with the cell phones. It was communication, obviously, and it was also the disguise pen all in one because they would
God.
take pictures of things.
Was it Power Rangers Rescue Force where they had the cell phones that were also their communicators and their transformation item?
Rescue Force, yeah.
Yeah.
Was it a third one? Oh, speaking of Power Rangers, they're releasing the Super Sentai that the first season of Power Rangers was based on.
Oh yeah, Dino Rangers?
Over here in the U.S. Pretty cool. We don't tend to get the Super Sentai stuff.
Well, it's just so wacky in comparison.
All our cool shit is based off somebody else's cool shit.
Tokai superhero shows are just really, really fun, but it's a hard genre to sell to Americans because it's very like campy and wacky.
And we don't really like dubbed live action stuff. Because they tried to do that back in the day. It didn't really work out. Plus, obviously, here comes one bad dubbing in general, and two, the lips don't match. So.
What was it called? Something Most Excellent Elimination Challenge? That show that was on Spike for a while. It was like Takashi's Castle.
Yeah. It was the castle thing. And they dubbed that. I loved it too, but it didn't have a lot of staying power.
It was so funny as shit.
Oh God. I used to get super wasted and watch it at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I would just be dying. I particularly remember one time when they had to do an endoscopy down my throat for my gastric reflux, and I was high as a kite on those drugs that basically block your memory. And like, I was sitting there watching it, and I was just dying. And my dad's like, "What is so funny?" I'm like, "I have no idea." Because like every 30 seconds, my mind would just completely blank out. I had no short-term memory. This drug, like, I only needed the drug for like 10 minutes of this procedure, but for like the next 8 hours, I had no short-term memory. So I just sat on the living room couch and watched like Team America World Police, SpongeBob SquarePants, Most Extreme Elimination Challenge, and it's just like fucking dying. Everything was funny.
I can't say as I've ever tried that one.
Cartoons in general are very okay. There are some exceptions. Some are just too bright and colorful.
I wouldn't know. I don't.
Well, I'm sorry that you don't have access to high quality paint on occasion.
That would be really awesome if I did.
I don't currently right now. It'd be awesome if I did too.
We should all just have a constant trip of morphine.
I love morphine.
Morphine doesn't like me.
Morphine makes me, you won't go there. I should put it, morphine makes me believe just about anything can happen.
No, what you gotta do is the kidney stone cocktail special, which my urologist prescribed me the last time, which is basically a non-barbiturate muscle relaxer, oxycodone, and what was the third drug? I want to say it was just like Tylenol, but I don't think it was. It was an accelerant drug. It was the most, like, I had no fucks to give. I was just like, I am the king of the world. I passed a kidney stone like the size of my pinky. Just like, yeah, I don't care. I can't feel anything.
That would be painful. The urethra is not very big.
Yeah.
Especially
you would not believe it. Most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life.
Was it sounding?
Sounding? Sounding's not the most disgusting thing you could see.
Well, we were just talking about urethra, so I was just wondering.
Oh my gosh, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's where you put the metal rods up the urethra. It's called sounding.
There's sex toys for your urethra.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of them just look like big needles.
It's pretty much.
All I do when I see it is sit there and just wiggle and be like,
I remember when I was in the hospital and they were like, Mike, they were like, you can insert the catheter yourself if you want. I'm like, over your dead body. Where's my painkillers?
Yes, that practice is called sounding.
It's horribly terrifying and disgusting.
Okay.
But I don't judge. I mean, people can do what they want.
Oh, people have liked stranger things than that.
Oh, yes, I've seen porn of people having sex with horses and dogs and
Did you know that
person
that's
who tried with
completely
a cat.
legal
The
to
cats are
own
too
in
smart
all
for that
50
shit.
states?
I'm sorry, what?
We were going over the legality of some of the weirder like fetish porn. Bestiality is completely legal to possess in every state in the country, as long as the human is above the age of 18.
Wow.
It's actually legal to produce in like all but like 4 states.
Wow.
You heard it here, kids.
However, you have to be the one receiving. You cannot be giving, you have to be receiving. Giving is considered animal cruelty, because the animal cannot consent.
Okay.
I get where they're coming from.
That sounds questionable. She's thinking about it.
Bestiality in general is questionable.
Yeah,
Just the
because
look
we were trying to
face.
figure our company was trying to figure out the legality of bestiality. Not that we've ever made anything with it, but we're like, I wonder if we could. Yeah, it turns out it's legal to make. You just can't be giving it to the animal. You have to be receiving it. I was like, yeah, I just don't think we should go down this road. Like, I don't think this is a good idea.
Yeah, I would like to burn holes in my brain where those porns sit because they just
What the hell are you doing looking at something like that?
I wasn't looking for it. I was, hey, come here, look at this.
You haven't
Okay.
lived. You've seen furniture porn. It's the best
She's done
there
it to
is.
me too.
Dude, furniture porn is awesome.
Hot lazy boy and lazy boy action.
Yeah.
You haven't lived it. You've seen a sofa and a love seat going at it. Ah, it's good shit.
Dude, people will fetishize anything.
Oh, dude, given my life experiences, I have plumbed the fucking depths to the very edge of what is legally allowed.
Well, you kind of have to when you work for a porn company. So
Yeah.
I still have a soft spot for all the H&M or S&M.
I was gonna say that's a clothing company.
Even I had to look at you at that one.
Well, I'm sure someone has fetishized the clothing brand.
Yeah, more than likely.
Mm-hmm.
Are your ears getting tired or something?
It's hurting my ears.
You want to try the other ones?
Yeah, we switching back and forth.
Okay.
Don't look at me.
No, I think that the S&M stuff's fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, because it's consensual.
Yeah.
It's really a big game.
Exactly. The first time I ever watched it, I'm just like sitting there going, this poor woman is getting like dragged around by her hair, slapped, essentially beaten, and she's orgasming. What the hell?
Because it's
Well,
within
the
her
funny thing
control.
is, like, the vast majority of that type of porn isn't like the hardcore, like, beating on somebody porn. It's like really weird, like, power dynamic porn. Like, you get into, well, what? Huh?
She saw a pretty dress. Ignore her and keep going.
Oh. Because I've been watching we were dealing with and watching too, what is it? Something like humiliatedwhores.com, and basically it's just women that get off on being basically manhandled, not beaten, but like hardcore running a train on a girl, like humiliation shit. Like public exhibitionist sex. And it's hilarious because like we were sitting at work watching like the after video interviews with the actresses, and they're like, this was the best day of my life. I had so much fun. And I'm like, oh my god, I thought she was getting hurt. Girls like, this was the best day ever. I have to do this again. Call me if you ever want me to do this again. And I'm like, oh my god. I seriously thought she was getting hurt. Like I was like, wow, they're really rough on her. She was having a ball. I'm like, holy shit.
I am not a snack wench.
Apparently you are.
Snack wench.
Snack and snack.
Just for that, I'm not getting a Rice Krispie treat.
What are we gonna do? Airmail it to Minnesota?
Yeah. I'm not really actually into the Rice Krispie treats, unless they're the kind that are peanut butter and chocolate. Those are awesome.
No, but I have chocolate and marshmallow.
There's got to be the kind that are like the chocolate peanut butter. Those are the only ones I really like.
What were we
The rest
talking
are just
about
kind of
before
like.
we got on sex? Were we talking about Sailor Moon?
I don't know.
There are
Sailor
some
Moon
common
eats that.
topics that come up. Sailor Moon, sex, social issues, normally after sex.
Oh yeah.
Food.
So we skip the social issues?
No, that sometimes comes later.
It wasn't necessarily meant to be in that order.
Rice Krispie treats are good.
Mm-hmm. So many
Ladies are all
shows we have
orgasming
to-
over their Rice Krispie treats while Cupcake stares on in shock and amazement.
Sugar
Hits the
and
record button.
I
This
don't
shit's going on the
actually
open internet. I'm gonna make
I
a
don't
killing.
save this, you know.
I was trying to send it to Mom.
I've threatened that so many times. Like, you do realize I'm recording this video for further production at the studio. Somebody will pay me good money for this.
I don't know, your video first.
That's funny.
Is Chrome crashing?
No!
Oh, bugger. Or did we lose internet? When we really pissed, we lost internet.
I don't hear him anymore.
Shit. I haven't actually lost it. I can't see the lights from over here.
What lights are we looking for?
The modem should be down, but if there are any lights on the router?
What's right here?
Yeah.
There's a power one with an eye and a switch thingy. The antenna, a 1 and a 2.
Both it says I have that on it. There it goes.
Come back to us, Bones! Come back to us!
Ow!
Sorry.
Abuse. You okay? Elderly abuse.
Elderly abuse. I'm older than you.
I was just about to say.
Are we actually in here or? Completely closed up. Oops. There we are.
We found him.
It's a cookie!
What?
That's a cupcake.
Sorry,
What?
I got confused.
We went down for a little bit, but we're back.
Oh, okay.
Our computer just isn't like you anymore. Wanted you off the screen.
It's all those threats of art that Kiki may or may not do sometime in the near or not near future.
I'm working on it.
Hey, she owes me a lot of stuff too, so.
Oh my god.
And I was her friend first.
I don't owe any of you anything.
Yes, you do. You're supposed to make me something for my birthday.
I know nothing.
What were we talking about?
I have no idea. You guys are freezing like every 30 seconds. It's quite hilarious.
There, the other me finally left.
The other you. Oh, there's another you. You didn't tell me that.
It's her evil doppelganger.
Yes.
Oh my god,
that's
have you ever
the
seen
evil
that
one.
movie?
What?
I think it's Drew Barrymore. Doppelganger.
Mm-hmm.
There's a
Perfect
doppelganger
Blue?
movie. No, not for the. It's.
I don't think
Oh,
Drew
you're talking about
Barrymore
Black
was
Swan.
in Perfect Blue. Swan Lake. Such a beautiful story.
I love that the guy
yeah.
who made Black Swan bought the American rights to Perfect Blue, knowing that they were very closely related to each other in story construction. It amuses me to no end.
A lot of things amuse you to know. Just trying to find something.
I guess.
Doppelganger, 1993. I've never seen this.
See, I told you, it was Drew Barrymore.
A woman moves to New York, or from New York to LA after a murder in which she is implicated. She is followed by what is apparently her evil alter ego, etc., etc., etc. I've never even heard of this.
I've seen it.
Was it good?
Yes.
We should rent it.
Okay.
Or download it or something. I don't care. That was a good movie. We were supposed to go to the Red Box tonight.
Yes, we were.
You still could, technically.
Yeah,
I was
I
holding
feel
a gun to your
fine.
head. Not that kind of gun.
Finger guns don't count.
They can still hurt.
Nipple guns don't count either.
Oh, but they did
Unless you're Austin Powers. Man of mystery.
I don't
I
know.
was
They
just
didn't
about
really
to
seem
say,
actually
what
hit
about
anything, so.
fembots? Oh my god.
I'm glad we kept abreast of the situation.
We started them up again.
Come on, Bones. Let's see how many you got there.
That's the only one I could think of off the top of my head.
Fail.
I know.
Oh no, the gloves have come off.
Oh god, I'm gonna get beaten.
We interrupt this show to bring you a short commercial.
We don't have sponsors.
That'd be
I
awesome
was
though.
gonna come
This
up with
podcast-
one so like we could just edit out the noise in the background of her getting beat.
See, I know we made it when like randomly I'll hear at the beginning of one of our episodes, this podcast sponsored by so and so tea company. I was like, oh shit.
Someday. Only because I want free
Motherfucker, they just send you a boatload of free tea.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's like, you want me to talk about you on your show? Yes. Oh wait, this tea sucks. Well, I'm gonna talk about how you suck.
No, they'd be like, Kiki, we're giving you $1 million and 3 tons of our best tea. And Kiki's like, for that, your tea is the best tea in the universe!
No, even if the tea sucked, I wouldn't say it. It doesn't matter how much they give me. Bitch with things you can't hit us with.
Please.
Why did she immediately look down at her chest? Oh my god.
Because necklaces are fidgetable.
Oh, the necklace, yeah.
I said things you can't hit us with. I'm pretty sure I've been hit with those things once.
It's
Once.
still not as funny as
They
when you were
can be
running across the
dangerous.
street that one time. And then when we got to the other side, you were holding your chin, and I asked you why you were holding your chin.
Yes, I ran across the street once and whacked myself in the face with my own tit. It was not a very good brawl.
I mean, you guys are kind of getting to that point where it's like, the bras aren't made by clothing companies, they're made by construction crews. Otherwise they just can't hold the weight.
Oh, thank you.
What?
I used to be
You have
smaller
big
then,
tits,
so-
I'm sorry.
He's a dude. He's gonna notice.
We noticed. It's kind of hard not to.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even normally stare at Kiki's tits, but like last night she like readjusted her bra and like for a brief moment I saw her lift them up and I'm like, oh my god, you have giant anime tits? What? Mind you, I was completely out of my fucking mind, but that's a whole different story.
Yes. She has giant, hilarious-sized anime titties.
If by hilarious you mean cost too fucking much, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Someone would have to pay a lot of money.
Don't look at me.
Why would I be?
I always
no.
feel like Kiki Tosin,
You
where
were
the
leaning
girls all wear like
back.
designer underwear, but they're all like above a G cup in size and like constantly losing their underwear, and it's like, man, they must spend a fortune in underwear. So they get into a fight like daily and like lose their bra, and I'm like, dude, that bra was like $200. Oh my god.
Okay, I've never spent $200 on a bra, but I don't think I could bring myself to. It would have to be custom fit and everything. So beyond that, no.
I spent $40 on a bra.
That's still not $200.
Yeah, I've spent I've spent $62 on a bra once.
Alright, so we'll just
Was
go
it
with
Victoria's
we'll go with
Secret?
the $40
No,
average.
don't carry my size.
$40 times 2 fights a day times 365 days a year. Oh my god!
That's a lot of money.
Yeah. Like,
Because they don't wear like, standard underwear. They wear like, lacy lingerie type underwear. Because, it's an anime.
props. Like, what am I wearing? Oh,
It's a thing that makes
No.
it so your chest doesn't hurt.
What's
so
terrible is you see, like, oh, that bra and panty set is so cute.
It'll never fucking be in your size.
Which is why it's always questionable in movies when they have, like, matching fucking underwear, but they're, like, supposedly bigger-breasted women. It's like, unless you're rich, no, that didn't happen.
Yeah.
Hey, what do you know? If you're a movie star, those companies will actually make stuff in your size because,
They want it in your
merchandising.
movie.
Yeah.
That's for real people, you know.
That's why I always laugh, like, when you see, like, big-breasted, like, porn stars and they're wearing, like, Victoria's Secret. It's like, dude, they don't make that in your size. Well, not normally. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a porn shoot. What am I talking about?
Mm-hmm.
We have a bunch of girls that are, like, easily, like, they're, regular porn star figures. And, like, they have, like, Victoria's Secret stuff that's not normally made in the sizes they wear. And it's like, oh, that's right, porn company. Anyway.
Man, I wish for the days of when I was a B cup.
Right?
I know, me too.
Gorgeous. I never got to wear like a halter or a tube top or even a really, really tiny stringy tank top thing because I didn't get my self-esteem really until I was already a triple D.
Alright, you still could wear those things.
No, because these aren't normally up here.
Just
Gravity hasn't taken over it.
Just by
It's always amusing when girls get to the size where, like, there's boning in the undercup just to keep form.
dude. Or special stitching.
Oh, is
there's
that
a
is that
bra
what they
type.
call underwire?
Well, there's underwire, and then there's stitching done specifically on the side to help it push forward, so it gets out of the way of your arms.
Chicken dance?
I don't really have that issue, but no, I forget what his name. There's a bra style that's essentially made for bigger boobed girls, that is, that essentially turns it into kind of a shelf.
Yeah.
To better fit into certain things. I forget what it starts with a B.
Aren't those the ones? Aren't those the ones
No.
that were basically crossed up,
No.
with a bra kind of thing? That was like
a bra? No.
I didn't hear what you said.
Weren't those the ones where the original maker, like, basically crossed the idea of, like, how you build a corset with, like, a bra, so they got, like, basically a shelf, like a shelf system going?
Because normal push-up bras don't really work.
Oh, you mean those ones where they pull the strings and all of a sudden they're like...
Well, no, the bras don't have strings, though. It's built with, like, corset-like technology. It's built on that, but it's just a bra.
That's what I was saying about, like, the ones where there's, like, boning in the underpart so that you, like, it, like, physically holds them up.
I want to say it's like banquette or something. It's a style of bra that is made to turn your boobs into a shelf.
Wow.
So that you can wear things where you would want boob shelf.
Wow. And I actually found out something interesting. How much it would cost for me to get a corset that's made for me.
Mm-hmm.
Like $250.
Well, yeah, corsets are, it's fabric, it's special stitching, it's measured, and then it's, depending on the material they use, it's structure.
I'd still love to have one someday. No real reasoning, considering it would probably take a team to get me into it. But
modern corsets are very, as long as you have the equipment in the front, are generally easier to get into. Well, that used to be how you could tell, the poor from the upper classes where the binding was, because the upper class had people to put them in it, so it was in the back. Whereas the common folks had to do it themselves. What?
Nothing.
Boob technology.
it's a
Velconet?
ball.
Does that sound right?
Huh?
A Velconet bra?
Kinda.
He's researching it on the internet.
I remember that there was one on sale the last time I was buying new bras, and I was like, I would buy you, but I would never have a reason to wear you, because I don't really want them under my chin. I don't have anything to wear that would need that. Like, if I had clothes where I would like that look, I would wear the fuck out of it, but I don't have stuff like that. So.
I do.
Then don't.
Can I have one? Can I have one?
You're a grown-ass woman. Can you have one?
Yes, I can have one.
Alright, we'll do some shopping later. Considering I buy my fucking bras from the UK.
Ooh. Thanks.
So first, after figuring out what my size actually was, I had to then convert it to UK sizes.
Oh, you mean metric?
No, they still use the same band system. It's just their lettering is slightly different.
Mm.
So I'm a 42I in America, but a 42G in the UK.
Okay. I don't know. I may be a girl, but that doesn't mean I know all this crap.
Most women don't wear the right bra in the first place, so they don't know shit. It's because they've been lied to.
I mean, hell, as a guy, I've never had enough time trying to figure out what kind of underwear to wear.
Comfortable underwear?
I have gone through trial and error. So the size that I am in the different styles that I know of, I know.
Yeah, there's also that issue. Just because one brand says that size, something is that size.
Exactly. That's why you always try them on. That's why I hate ordering shit off the internet.
I got really lucky with this brand,
Yes, you did.
That's why I continue to buy from them.
And see, do you remember when I tried to, when I ordered those bras off of Blaine Bryant's online? When they got to my house, I shopped there. My bras that I have right now, I got in the store, and they're still comfortable and really awesome. I love them. But the online shit, no. Because I swear they gave me something that was like 6 sizes too small. Those cups were tiny. I was like holding one over here, and I'm like, how am I supposed to get this one next to the other one?
We've had this conversation before, though. Women's clothes suck.
Yes. We've come to the conclusion that if we would like to stop complaining about women's clothing, we need to come up with our own clothing line.
Well, no, we would still complain, and that would be the basis of our clothing line. Because we're tired of complaining.
Yeah.
I mean, as a man, I've come to the conclusion that women's clothing is basically made just to torture women.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
How dare you not be a 3, even though that's not really a quantifiable thing? Or like, how are women a fucking size 0? How does that number make sense?
It doesn't.
Well, it's more like...
And you want to know what's really sad is, we're sitting here complaining about this, and I know some girls that are a size 0, 1, 2, 3, and they bitch that they can't gain any weight.
Well, that's just the thing, though. Those numbers mean nothing, though. It just means that in this specific brand, this is a small, unless I have fucking seen negative numbers.
Yeah.
Or the 00.
Yeah, the double 0 too. They haven't made that small. Where as opposed to telling us the like waist and length.
See,
like
that's
the
what
men's sizes do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I just go over to the guys section and buy my clothes there.
What
But
I
see,
love
I like
is,
the
what I love is,
curvature
like,
on the women's.
I mean,
I don't.
You know, I'm a fairly heavy guy. Like, I'm not gonna deny that I'm overweight, because I am. Like, I've existed pretty much constantly on fast food and stress. So, but I'm not like morbidly obese. I'm just, heavy. And I've been a big guy my entire life. Like, I'm only 6 feet tall, but I'm like, even when I was like 150 pounds, I was still twice as big as my, similar sized friends. And like, we would like, my buddies would be like, let's go to Abercrombie and Fitch, and I'd be like, do you have blue jeans and like a 40? And the guy would look at me and go, what? For a fatty like you? I'm like, what?
Abercrombie and Fitch in general is a shit company.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you go to or Banana Republic. It doesn't matter. Like a trendy, clothing store. They just look at you like you're fucking crazy. You're like, oh, we only stock up to a 34 in pants. And I'm like, a 34? I haven't been in a 34 since I was in the 8th grade. Like, and it was only after high school that I started gaining weight. Like, up until that point, I was a swimmer, so I was like 160 pounds and like, 6 feet tall, and they were like, I had to wear like a 38 or a 40 just to fit because I'm freaking my bones are big, I guess. And they were like, yeah, well, that's for big and tall people. You go to like the big and tall, so they're like, yeah, that's way too small. I'm like, so where do I shop? Well, it turns out Walmart, Target, like carry sizes that are, like a 30 or 32 length and like a 38 or 40 waist. Like nobody else does. And I'm like, why? What is it about like, the size of or even better is like the shirts. Like my my female cousin came up and she wanted to go clothes shopping with me because she thought my clothes were really like, dorky. I went with her and like they don't have any shirts that are above like a large. And I haven't worn a large, like, seriously since I was in middle school. Like, I've been in an extra large since high school, or a double extra large, depending on, who I'm buying from. And it's not a matter of being fat, it's a matter that I have, like, a 50-inch chest. My fucking chest is, like, twice as big as the average sized man. I'm built like a goddamn bull mastiff. This is thanks to my father, who's built like a bulldog, and my mother's side of the family, which are all tall. So I'm built like a fucking giant bulldog.
Welcome to being human. We all come in different shapes and sizes, people. Better start accommodating that.
Well, no, because you'll just either buy too big or force yourself into something too small because, heaven forbid, somebody know you wear a size whatever.
I'm perfectly fine with it. I wear a size 16, and usually my shirts are a double extra large.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I got a nice sized ass, which needs to be accommodated. And I have a very, very, very nice rack, which also needs to be accommodated. So, you know what? You can shove your smalls and your zeros down your throat, because that's probably all you're going to eat that day.
It's far worse for women. Like, I'm not denying that, but I was just shocked even for, like, men. Like, if you want to shop somewhere nice, they just stare at you like you're fucking crazy. Like, you wear a double XL? What are you, like, 800 pounds? It's like, no, I'm like...
America has, like, no real concept of what fucking weight is. Nope.
Like, I'm not wearing a double XL because I weigh a shit ton. I'm wearing a double XL because literally my rib cage is twice as big as the average size man who's my height. Like, men my size are supposed to have a 40-inch rib cage. I have a 50-inch chest. So that means that, like, basically, where I should be wearing a large, I'm wearing a double XL because I literally have no wiggle room otherwise because the thing is just like pulling on my chest.
Jinx. Like, I'm all
for counting on yawns.
I don't care. Mama rules. I'm all for like different fucking cuts of things, but yeah, they should tell actual sizes and not a number that I have to guess at because it's either outside of the brand I normally get or it's a new product from that fucking brand, so the number's being big.
Well, it's hilarious how like the sizes differ from like brand to brand. Like if I buy Walmart blue jeans, the 40 gives me like 2 inches of space inside my pants. Like I have like a gap. But if I buy a 40-inch in like Wranglers, it's like, oh my god, I can barely get them on.
Wranglers, mermaid, small.
Yeah, apparently I had to for work. I bought some black Wranglers so that I could days I didn't have to wear dress pants. I could wear something kind of, I could hide the fact that I'm wearing blue jeans. And like I pulled these black Wranglers on, and I'm like, oh my god, I can't even get these on. Holy shit, what? I'm sorry, they were 38s. Because I can wear a 38 in Old Glory, but if I wear or Faded Glory, but if I wear like a 38 in Wranglers, I can't even get them around my waist. And I was like, what the fuck? And I have like a 42.
I actually think they need to start doing something with shirts. Because just because you pick up the double extra large does not mean that your torso is hella freaking long.
Yeah.
And that you need your shirt to be all hella long. They have in women's where our pants, granted those numbers are just weird, but they have petite, average, and
long.
long. Okay, so why can't we have shirts that are petite, average, and long?
Mm-hmm.
That way people who have smaller or longer torsos can accommodate their smaller or longer torsos.
Well, it's worse for women too because of differing breast sizes too. Because like you have large breasts, obviously it's going to be different because it's going to require more fabric just to get over that
Which
hump.
is why I don't, own a lot of button-up shirts.
Yeah, button-up shirts are the devil.
Because it fits here, not here.
Yeah. And I hate those gaps. Because you always have like that one person at work who's going to walk up to you and go, hey, shh, dude, I can see your bra through the gap in your shirt. Thank you for pointing that out.
And instead of just making a different cut shirt, they now sell products to
Cover it up.
button the gap.
Yeah, instead
like-
of figuring out what's wrong with the shirt.
Couldn't you just give me a bit more fabric? Because if I buy a button-up shirt that actually fits and buttons up, it's too long, and it's like, I mean, I could, make this fit, but I don't want to.
It should fit when you buy it.
Totally. Although now I'm shrinking, so my pants are all too long.
I cannot believe you're getting shorter.
Clearly,
It's just hilarious.
Clearly, I will get small enough to wear petites.
Ooh, don't get that short, please.
Yeah.
I'll be handing
Yeah,
over my
don't-
crease to you to wear as pants.
Don't become Usagi. I'm still shocked to find out she's like 4'10". It's like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
Ooh, Usagi.
Sailor Moon.
They're all their official heights. They're all like actually, because they're Asian, on the shorter side. Even the taller people are actually shorter than you think.
These are just the people who do the voices.
No. The
I
character
mean, like,
heights.
character sizes.
But they always have like really long legs.
That's just the
and-
style.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, Usagi is like by far the shortest at like 4'10" or 4'11". It's like,
Ignoring younger Hotaru, because she doesn't count, she's Asian, so.
yeah.
And
It's like-
Chibiusa.
Mamoru and who is it? Is it Setsuna are like the tallest people in the cast, and they're like, I think Setsuna's the tallest at like 6'2".
No, she's like 5'10".
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, they're like barely under 6 foot.
Because I
Still
thought he was
taller than
well
me.
over 6 feet tall, and it turns
Yeah.
out he's like 5'8",
It's
and I'm
just
like,
the style
5'8",
and the fact
I'm
that
taller
everybody
than
else is so
Mamoru?
fucking short. Because, again, they're Asian.
That's racist.
That's just statistical standards.
That's statistical standards.
I'm sorry. I should be stating that they're Japanese. This Asian is a bucket term for, a wide range of people that come in varying sizes and skin
everyone
types.
from the Eastern
Like
Rim.
saying Caucasian.
That, and because a lot of things under the belt of Caucasian genetically technically aren't Caucasian. It's a
Well,
catch-all
Caucasian isn't
term.
technically correct. 'Cause
It really is.
the Caucasus Mountains are in Russia.
Yeah. It's become a catch-all term.
Basically, is your skin not brown in any way? You're Caucasian.
I win, I'm all you're under the banner of Caucasian stuff.
Yeah, you
White.
are.
That's really all it means nowadays. Are you considered white? You're Caucasian. Even though it's not really that.
Maybe I want to be an other.
I was like the, are you white? Yes. But are you also Latino? Huh? And then I read that article about that guy that was like it was a guy or a woman that was writing about being like actually ethnically Mexican, and that like, you can be Latino and have, pale skin. It was like the best article ever. I don't even remember. It was just this like his mom and dad, or their mom, I can't remember if it was a man or a woman, but like their mom and dad are like, the standard, like, they look like what like Americans perceive like a stereotypical like Mexican should look like, but they're like as white as you come. And they're like, yeah, well, see, my grandfather was, like white and from Mexico, and so like this gets passed down. It's like every second or third generation, one of the kids comes out white.
You are lagging.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you guys are too, but I'm not making fun of you for it.
It looks like a really bad dubbed movie.
Yes. We're watching bad kung fu movies. Yay!
I will beat you now.
5 seconds later, the voices started.
But yeah, in general, a lot of those things are not very helpful because many people come from multiple ethnic backgrounds. And what they're really asking is, if we had to put out an APB for you, what would be the most easily but technically racist way to describe you?
It was this white dude running down the road.
Yeah.
Without actually saying that. So instead of saying white dude, they say Caucasian dude.
I'm sure many of them just say white people.
And now there's a whole
Probably.
thing where you can like send in a vial of your blood or something and find out exactly what your background is.
Most of those are sketchy, but yeah, they can find your genome essentially, and that really just tells where people who fucked to make you and so on and so forth might have hailed from.
I already know where my dad hurled from. My mom's just, well, we're not going to go there.
Like, in realities, most people from an ethnic group are very unlikely to be 100% that ethnic group, because almost all ethnic groups were built on other ethnic groups. Yeah. Did we lose internet? Because he's not moving.
No!
Again?
Is this gonna be one of those fucking things? Yep. My Facebook. No. Did it crash? Bones? Cupcake! Hang up the call.
Thank you. Excuse me. Dang.
Screen makes me look really
I bit my tongue, man.
So, about that leg,
Hi.
Hi!
geez, internet provider must just like want her dead.
Oh no, it's the wind.
Yeah, it
Yep,
is.
okay, whatever.
Hey, at least nobody accidentally cut the fucking main line in Oregon again. That happened a while ago.
What?
They were doing construction somewhere and somebody dug up the landlines.
These people are trained to miss these things.
Yeah, well, apparently not. There, my doppelganger went away again. Yay! Fucking bad internet. Hey, at least the power's still on. For now. Oh.
Knock on wood.
You're not gonna find any real wood here.
Actually, that might be real wood.
He's knocking metal.
Actually, this deck is hardwood. It's just that there's like a whole bunch of canisters right over here. So when you're hearing is me hitting the thing and the canister jumping up like half an inch and then landing.
Oh no, you stopped moving again.
No!
This is awesome.
Dude, that's a good pose, though.
Screenshot! Ow! Seriously, you want to try the other pair?
They don't go into your ears deep.
Fine. And then fix bones.
We might have to call this short if I can't stay connected.
No.
I mean, we went over almost all the usual topics. I spat a bit. Oh, come on.
Did I say my funny thing that you wanted me to say? Because there's something funny that I said.
What funny thing?
I have no idea. Why do you keep on inviting me over?
Just more voices tend to be better. There tends to be less problem.
There we are again.
You're using me for my voice.
Your voice?
Hi.
Hey, they're back again.
Let me back in.
Yes, we're back.
Oh,
Back
wait.
again.
You can't hear a thing.
There we go.
Does that work?
Magical.
Yes.
Although, if we disconnect again, then we'll probably just call it for recording.
So hurry, let's talk about porn. Let's talk about sex, baby.
We talked about that earlier, though.
And
Yeah, we did.
We've already gone over the usual topics, because I categorize our clothing issues,
Topics.
yeah, under the social issues, because it's really
That really is a social issue.
Bones?
What?
Okay.
You were
moving. I thought we disconnected again.
Oh, wow.
You gotta move once in a while. It worries her. I think we lost him again.
No, that was my doppelganger.
Oh.
It's okay.
Oh wait, his eyes blinked. We're good.
Oh God, Grieve's moving. Ah. Okay.
I understand
Don't
I'm
fall.
fat, but there's no need to fake the
fat.
earthquake.
I didn't make the earthquake.
Oh my gosh, she's doing that!
You pulled down on my chair and pushed me back. Shut up, chair. It has
I love how
nothing to do
moves-
with weight. What?
I'm losing like 30-second chunks at a time. It's great.
He's hearing keywords.
I suppose it's a good thing that I'm on the recording side.
Probably.
It is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I'm always worried when we're playing like Minecraft that like it's all gonna be fucked up because we'll get like breaks in connection and stuff. But then it always works out fine for some reason.
Yeah. Occasionally we get weird echoey audio, but it's probably
Okay.
just a latency issue.
I think I gave her too much sugar. I'm sorry.
Oh no, that's fine. Weirdo.
I think to keep her from falling asleep while we're playing games like that one time.
I'm sorry!
That was so funny. Kiki just like looks back. She's like, Grieve? And Grieve's just like, in her boob.
I heard about that.
When we were playing the first Alice, I look over and she's literally using her own breast as a pillow. She is slumped over that far.
Yeah, I was still working during that point, wasn't I?
I think so.
Because she called me like, God, you called me to wake me up that morning and you told me about it. You were like, I fell asleep while we were recording.
And it felt like a horrible human being. Yes. Those
It
videos
was
will come out
terrible.
someday.
Someday, far, far away.
We're almost done releasing the Portal 2 stuff. Well, the
Yay.
non-co-op Portal 2
You
stuff.
gotta watch those.
Okay.
They're funny.
Oh,
Okay.
shit.
Did we lose him again?
We lost him again.
All of a sudden he moves just to scare us. That'd be funny.
Are we actually back? Hi.
Hey. Hello! How are you? I come from the future!
Which is technically true. Hi, Bones.
So, yeah. Oh, that poor baby. Fuck! God damn it.
What?
Oh my god.
What are you laughing at?
Like, our connection was stable for hours. We started
Yeah.
recording and it's just like, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh.
He froze again.
He freezes in the most interesting positions.
Okay. I'm gonna stop the recording here because it's just going to be a mixture of us saying hi again to each other, starting something, and then disconnecting. So,
Thank you once again for listening to the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party with Kiki, Bones, Grieve, and Faith. I was the Jabberbot, and you wasted an hour or so of your life on this mess. Was it worth it? Farewell.
normally we say goodnight to each other here, but we can't reply back. So, good night, Internet.
Good night, Internet!
Good night, Internet.
Fuck's sake.